How's it going, fellers? We got some more clips here. Let's check them out.
Some say that actually the Himalayan, I said that before, like Himalayan, Himalayan, Himalayan.
God, Himalayan. Do you think you could see it?
Himalayan sea salt. If you see pictures of what these salt mines look like, it looks like flesh, allegedly. It looks like flesh. It's pink. It looks like marbling. Like if you were to go pick out a steak from the store, that's what it looks like. And I guess that type of sea salt, super radioactive. We're not supposed to be consuming it. But like, could that be because it's like these giants from a different
Has extra
place,
energy in it?
right? And like our bodies are just like not meant to consume these things. The guy from the Y-Files was talking about that the Smithsonian has gotten like giant bones and then they're like, whoopsies, we lost it. Or like, what are you talking about? We don't have those things. But I guess they do, and they just like, they refuse to like show that because then that would trail to the Bible. The other quick connection was that they're like, someone else was connecting like these Tartaria, all the Tartaria buildings, like, you know, how like the doorways were so huge and like, how could they have done these amazing structures in that time period? You know, where they're like, oh yeah, it took us 600 years to build this church. And you're like, yeah, sure. And they didn't have like the technology, they didn't have the equipment, nothing. But they're saying maybe perhaps during that time, that's when giants were around and they were just like, bloop, bloop. And like some of the pyramids and like the steps going down the pyramids and some of these like structures where you see these giant steps, they're like, that would be steps for actual giants. So my question is, the Himalayan sea salt, we have to throw it all away because are we consuming giant Nephilim?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's what that is. And yeah, I think there's no doubt there's giants. Like, I know there's even been like news articles about it lately, you know, like, or some kind of articles. I don't know. People write them. Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt. I think the Smithsonian's been covering it up for, you know, a long, long time. What else she say? I forget. Yep, I forgot. But yep.
Matt Gaetz making some pretty shocking statements yesterday about aliens. Take a look.
Sorry, I just remembered something. I remember watching a video a while back. This guy was saying something about them big steps, how they didn't lead to like anything, but they probably used to. There probably used to be something there, right? I don't know. I know I've said it before. I can't stand when people are so confident that a lot of this stuff, you know, just bull crap. You know, the conspiracy theories just crap. You know, so annoying.
I had someone come and brief me who was in a military uniform, worked for the United States Army, that was briefing me on the locations of hybrid breeding programs where captured aliens were breeding with humans to create some hybrid race that could engage in intergalactic communication. Aliens that were living were in forced breeding programs with humans that had been abducted from war zones and from even the caravans of migrants.
All right. I mean, you know, I don't have the tinfoil hat on just yet, Congressman, but I'm wondering, you know, kind of how you react to that, because you are connected. You're on the UFO subcommittee. I mean, I'm just wondering what you make of that. Have you heard anything like that?
Well, I'm still a member of Congress, so I can't really comment too much on what Matt said. But I will say this.
Wait, seriously? Are you being serious, or is that tongue in cheek?
I'm being 100% serious. Okay. I've been 100% serious. I've been briefed by just about every alphabet agency there is. And I'll just tell you this. If they would release the things that I've seen, you would stay up. You'd be up at night worrying about or thinking about this stuff. We just need to disclose it all. I'm sick of it. Well, I was briefed. I'll just tell you this. I was briefed last week on an issue, or excuse me, 2 weeks ago. And it would have set the earth on. This country would have come unglued, I think, if they would have heard all that I heard. They would demand answers. And we need to. But it's never going to get. Unfortunately, it just keeps getting covered up and covered up, and the people that know are dying or disappearing, as the case may be.
Wow.
And for the record, I'm not suicidal, and I don't take risks. So,
I'm glad you said that. I'm speechless, Congressman. We will have you back.
You should be. And I told the president, release it all. And the problem is the people that are around the president don't know and the president doesn't know the questions to ask. A few of us are going to have to get with the president and tell him what he needs to ask and where he needs to look. I mean, we're in meetings and they give addresses and tell locations of items, I'll just say. And the public has a right to know, dadgummit. It's your tax dollars.
Absolutely.
Let's get it out there.
You got my attention, Congressman. I appreciate you being as forthcoming as you have been tonight. And we look forward to having you back. Look, I know Donald Trump wants to disclose something. He hasn't done it yet, but I think he wants to be the president to do that. Tim Burchett, thank you.
He does.
Yeah.
He does.
Tinfoil hat. Ha, ha, ha. That's annoying, too. All these guys, I believe, are sellouts to the devil. Like, they're all full of crap. You know what I mean? Like, they're just playing their part. At least that's what I believe.
The Bible doesn't tell you how long Satan's little season is, but it does tell you how long a long season is. And that's next on the trumpet. People always tell me, we're in Satan's little season. I always wonder how long it is. This is the book of Joshua, chapter.
A long season. Yeah, I mean, there's no specific time period. It's either long or short. Like, it could be a day, or, you know what I mean? Or it could be however long God says it is. You know what I mean?
24. And when they cried unto the Lord, he put darkness between you and the Egyptians, and brought the sea upon them, and covered them. And your eyes have seen what I have done in Egypt. And ye dwelt in the wilderness a long season. So a long season is 40 years. It's just some of the things you read whenever you make Bibles for a living, and then you stop on certain pages and you just see these things like how long
So confident, right?
a long season is. Paint that. Click right there and then right there. That's what I was doing. You know me and my family love you, so like and follow the trumpet for more. And in Jesus' name, have a blessed day.
I've seen some of his other stuff, and it's all right. I definitely wouldn't buy a Bible from him. Honestly, I wouldn't. But, I mean, the guy's probably nice enough. He can believe whatever he wants, Everybody can.
This is a message for every world leader, every president, every chancellor, every prime minister. If you send your warships towards the Caribbean and you explode an atom bomb near Venezuela, there will be dire consequences to your actions. Let the serpent waken and move slowly so that there will not be catastrophic life loss. You know as well as I do what Nagasaki was and Hiroshima was, and what area of that animal you dropped that bomb on, and why. The equivalent on this side of the world would be in Venezuela. Okay? So, if you are planning to send ships to the Caribbean with your nuclear arsenal, because this serpent is waking, she's waking. She is. And when she moves, she's going to move slow. It's going to cause destruction. It's going to start ripping the United States from the Midwest to the West Coast away. Let her do it naturally. If you explode your atom bombs on this creature, there will be dire consequences. She's going to move slow like every other serpent does. She's still cold and underwater, so it's going to be slow. I get it. If you explode that bomb on her eye and you blind her, she's going to flinch and send probably a 5-mile-long tsunami from the Bering Sea along the West Coast. I don't care. This is not up for debate. And y'all know this. You know what you did in World War II. We know what you did in World War II. And now you're coming up on World War III. Leave the beast alone. We're supposed to share a symbiotic relationship with the beast. But you quit with what you believe is great technology. It's not. You're going to make things worse. And it is going to be 100% your fault whenever catastrophic life is lost along the West Coast. 100% your fault. So once again, for every world leader, every president, every chancellor and prime minister, get your ships away from the Caribbean. Not only will you pay for it, all of your citizens are going to pay for it along the West Coast, all the way to the Midwest. This tsunami could probably break things and affect the East Coast coming from the West. You don't have to listen. Do as you please. But I'm going to make you a promise. It won't go unnoticed.
They don't care about people. I don't know about all that, but I know that I'm positive they don't care about any of us. You know what I mean?
How fucked up this world that we live in really is. Look up CIA Satan and you will find Bloodlines of Illuminati. What you will find is 292 pages of what the absolute fuck information. Now, I want to point out one piece of information that everybody knows, which is Disney, Walt Disney. As you can see, you see Walt Disney right there. But let's look at the part that I highlighted. Behind Disney's good front lies hard films, and if you don't know what those are, it's basically films where people are unalived for entertainment. White slavery. I don't even know what that is. White slavery. I guess it's what it sounds like. Illuminati, mind control, and the seduction of several into witchcraft. Disney's involvement in these kind of things. Hold on, I meant to highlight this part right here. Made hardcore corn that was made for years in secrecy for the elites. Now this is the 209th page, so you can go and look this up for yourself and see that it is all right there in our faces.
Did you see that? It said Disney brought us cannibalism, and it's a triumph of the human spirit or something like that.
Do not forget to save this post, repost it, and like this post so it gets on other people's For You pages. But I just want to say that the world that we live in is truly, truly not what you think. It's so much darker than you could ever imagine. But this is just one document of hundreds of documents that I've had saved for the years and years. But I think it's time for people to know the reality of what we're facing against, especially ever since the veil is thinning more and more and more. People are seeing spirits, people are having supernatural experiences, and these people who are in control, this is all for entertainment purposes only, allegedly, you know, even though it's right there, but you know, their technology that they're using, their supernatural technology they're using, it's not working as well. We're able to see them. If you go to low vibrational places, you can see these fucking creatures out here, and that's all I'm gonna say. But this is all for entertainment purposes only. It's all alleged. I'm just some dude on the internet who tries to stay to himself. I don't really know anything.
Yeah, I mean, there's a ton of videos. I definitely don't think they're all AI, as you know, people like to say. I mean, videos of like demons, spirits, or whatever. They're demons, though.
Bill Clinton. Oh, that's cool. What was Bill?
I don't know who's filming this, but I'm sure he's like in the club or his parents are in the club and You know what I mean? This doesn't just happen, you know?
Bill Clinton, like, is he a nice guy?
Stiff.
Yeah.
Stiff.
Does he go to Bohemian Grove? Donald Trump?
I've seen him, but I doubt if he'd be invited.
Does Obama?
Obama's been there. I don't know about Ryan.
Interesting.
Obama came up there very quickly because he didn't want to get a big deal, so he flew in and picked him up. They have a lakeside talk and then an evening event. And so he was brought in to see the evening event.
John McCain?
No, I just knew John down here.
Yeah.
He's a good Democrat. It would be done well.
Yeah.
Secret Service
Absolutely
there?
not.
No Secret Service?
Absolutely not.
Do you go with family?
Good Lord. It's a male club.
Do you have sons?
Yeah, my son's a member.
Oh, okay.
He's a member now. Just got in after 11 years. And that was only because I made a few calls.
Do you know anyone that would be willing to invite us to the event to see it?
Absolutely not. There's no way I'd be able to evaluate you and what you do and how you do it, where you came from, why are you doing what you're doing now. That's what I've got to know if I invite somebody.
Oh, gotcha.
Just to say hi to the great guy.
But he's okay to talk about stuff, like, you know.
They say, oh yeah, who?
Yeah.
Especially since you're usually staying with a camp of some sort.
So when you stay at the camp, do you have to stay at that camp and not wander around at nighttime?
There are 32 camps. So one camp has 2 people. One camp has 50. So it all depends where it is.
Richard Nixon, he was actually quoted talking about the Bohemian Grove. One of his tapes that got released in the 90s or 2000, he said it's the faggiest club he's ever been a part of.
That would make sense.
Yeah.
That would make sense. Because he was definitely an outlier.
Yeah.
He was definitely an outlier.
How much is it to get into the Bohemian Grove? Because I know you have to pay like a upfront fee and then a yearly dues.
Money is no object.
Yeah.
It's whether you're accepted.
Oh, okay.
Many, many, many very rich people will never get in.
Wow. What's the reason for that?
Because they're not there for money. It's not how much money you have is totally immaterial.
Okay.
You know yourself. Anytime you're with an organization that's top, people want in.
Yeah. Are you a Freemason also, or no? No.
No.
I don't know who wants in that butt plugging club, you know?
No. Bohemian is basically, or gypsies.
Mm-hmm.
They're gypsies.
Yeah.
Started by San Franciscans that said, let's go up to the woods up there and start something.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it started. Right. And their whole batch is scattered around different parts of the village.
Yeah. The Hillbillies, they're the biggest one, right?
And the band is the biggest.
The band.
Band camp is the largest. Hillbillies is probably in the top third. That's all.
What's your political affiliation?
I'm a Democrat.
Okay. Have you been a lifelong Democrat?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. The Democrats
He cares for the little people, right?
are more fun than Republicans.
Yeah.
Bunch of losers. Who is this guy? Kyle something. Yeah, he's one of them. I mean, he's probably got a parent in the whole club, and yeah, that's usually what happens. I mean, people actually get footage. You know, like Alex Jones. He's part of the government, so you know what I mean. Of course, he can get footage, but you know, he's part of them clubs. And I know there's some other clips on YouTube and whatnot. Yeah, they're in it, you know. Like you're not just able to get footage inside that club, you know what I mean? They can detect, you know, technology from like a mile away or something. Anywhere or you know, anywhere near the club, you know, like it wouldn't happen, you know. Anyways, that's the last clip I got. I appreciate you watching. I love you and thank you and God bless you and your families. Bye.